I'm Miami Herald sports writer Manny Navarro at Dolphins High School Football Media Day. So you can see I'm next to a pair of Falcons, Clevan Thomas and Faion Hicks, two of the better Falcons, defending state champions. Guys, first of all, let's start with you. You committed to Kentucky, right? You got the recruiting process. You got the recruiting process done with Kentucky. All right, talk about that decision and why you picked Kentucky.
First, I laid out. Everybody was looking at me, so I laid that out. And I Coach LT, Coach Warren. I went to 2 camps with him. I enjoyed his coaching. So then I had to look at the offensive coordinator standpoint. And, Coach Eddie, he's a real good coach. The type of offense they have is spread offense. That can fit me, receiver. So that really ties in. And then I saw the new facility, and I took my breath away. So I actually and Coach Stu, the head coach. Even though he's a part of his 4th year, but I still want to. That's why I committed.
That's what you want to be. Now, who's still recruiting you? Because I know the recruiting process doesn't end until you sign on the dotted line. So who else is still coming after you hard?
Vanderbilt's coming real hard. Illinois, you got West Kentucky, Appalachian State, Iowa State.
Okay. Faion, what's going on with your recruitment? What's sort of the latest? Who are really the finalists for you, or have you gotten to that stage yet?
I'm still waiting on my options at schools, but August 1st this year we can get our official scholarship offers. So that kind of set the tone going into the season. So right now, my top schools would be Illinois, Western Kentucky, NIU, and UCF.
Okay. Now both of you guys were part of a state championship team. I stopped by practice the other day. You guys still have some players. I think everybody thinks all those dudes graduated, but there's still some dudes, right?
Yeah. We got a lot of good dudes, especially our young guys. At 2018, they're gonna be real big for us. So those young guys stepping up after learning from the old heads last year, and then us leading the senior group, Clevan Thomas, Stanford Samuels, and me just leading that senior group. We got a real good chance to repeat. We gonna repeat.
Yeah. What's it like with Coach Samuels being in charge now? Because I feel like there's really not much difference, right?
Not that much. It just you always got that person who the disciplinary person, and that was Coach Samuels last year. But now he's the head coach, so it's like no old bars, so we get it in.
He told me a couple days ago, he said he liked to be the devil on the shoulder of Coach Bush, because he's not the guy who likes to be politically correct. He likes to come out and say, we're the best team. He wants to brag. So is he holding himself back so far? Have you noticed he's calming it down, or is he still the same guy?
Yeah, he's calming it down.
He is.
A little bit, but in practice, same old Boosie, we getting after it.
Yeah. So tell me, who's going to be the breakout star this year? Because obviously we know about you guys. You won championships. But who are the kids that didn't play a lot last year that when you look at this roster, you say, okay, I know these guys are going to be great?
Talk about the defense.
We got a lot of those, actually. On defense, it's about 4 of them. Dwayne Bowles, Michael Williams, AJ.
Brathwaite?
Yeah.
I love the fact that when I talk to you guys, most of you know the nicknames, but you don't know the last name. I love that. That's the best part.
And Dylan.
And Dylan, right?
Dylan.
And offense, we got the transfer from Madison Shimor. He's a real tall, big threat. We also got the Carol City transfer, Caleb
Thomas.
Caleb, yeah, I'm sure you got my last name. Caleb Thomas. We got Chad and Matari, who they won states with us last year, and we also got the Miramar transfer, Dre. I don't know his last name. And we got a good nice set of running backs too. So our offense come together. To be honest, I really think that our offense are stronger than last year.
Than last year's, right? What do you think's missing right now? I know game 1 hasn't happened yet. You haven't gotten on the field, but in practice you say, okay, we need an upgrade there. We need a guy to step up and play maybe above his head.
I'd say D-line. We still figuring out who's going to be our guy for that position. But all in all, we just got to come together as a team, chemistry. I think the first game, that's what we're going to test it.
All right, so show me the Dirty Bird flap before we say goodbye. What's the dirty?
Flap? No flap.
There's no flap. What is it? What is it, like this?
Yeah.
It's like this?
Yeah,
all right, see, I'm too old school. I'm used to Atlanta Falcons Dirty Bird. This is the real Dirty Bird. All right, that's it.